Hello, my name is Sucket, and we are playing Godslapper's Paradise. And the first thing I want to do today is clean up the last of the Tier 1 bosses, which is the Gra in Lalatia. I forget the details of the fight. What I said in the quest log is use spores on a Gra altar, and that'll summon the Gra. So let's see, one of these, yeah, here we go. Nice, fancy. Let's see here. Alright, I don't even know what a Gra altar looks like. So we'll get out our handy compass. Alright, well, like most structures in the dimensions, it's not too far away. Let's get up above the marshmallow trees here. Something called a Gra pillar. Let's see if we can't even identify it. We went past it. Is it underneath? Let's see. It's underneath us. Alright, you. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Another one. Oh, no wonder. I'm trying to kill it with my shovel. Now who? This is why I never get anything done when I come to these places. It's just absolutely full. Maybe we put it in our offhand, huh? See if we can spot this place. I think I see it. Here we go. Yeah. Now, is our thing at the top? Well, it sure looks like it, doesn't it? Apparently what we do is we use these. It'll summon a special fly. There it is. And this will give us the Guardian's Eye, which I think we also use on this thing. A looming shadow. Oh, hello! That's right. I thought it might be a flyer. Looks like it's definitely a flyer. It's not too bad. Makes a racket. Our armor's kind of in bad shape anyway. We should be able to spank this thing pretty handily. Alright, we almost got it. It came down here to the ground for some reason. Alright. Oh, no wonder we're getting like hit by all these like magic guys. Unbelievable. Alright, what do we get? We got the monster. That's a lot of gun. It's a whole lot of gun. We got some power runes, okay. Now the tier 2 dimensions are a little different. You get the realm stones by, number 1, having a blank realm stone in your inventory. And number 2, doing something usually in one of the tier 1 dimensions. Now what we have to do to get the realm stone, we have to find one of those flies and kill it at above y equals 120. And I think it's only us that has to be above y 120. Maybe the fly does too. Or maybe it's the fly that has to be. Maybe it's not dead. Is it still down there? I thought I killed it. Alright. Obligatory joke about there never being a fly around when you need one. Come on. Come on. We're 137. Yeah. There we go. Hey, look at this guy. This is another reason why I put mega torches on top of the portal in whatever dimension we're going to. You never know who's going to wander in. Now, Haven's a little different in that most of the things... Oh, nice. Most of the things in Haven don't actually want to kill you. We're going to want to bring a bunch of them home. And there are a few things here that are of, of a special interest to us. But first we're going to do the standards. We're going to mark ourselves waypoint. Very nice. And let's let everything load in. I think it's all the same wood. Yeah, it's just oak too. So nothing of any building import. And it does look like, really does look like, in this version of Advent of Ascension, if you've got one glistening whatever, it's the only one you need. Hello! Do you want to be my friend? It's just kind of hanging out. Hey, buddy. Hello. Oh, it's the Sky Island dimension. Okay. Hello. I'm definitely going to take one of these friendlies home with us. Hello. You're quite something. You come home with me? I brought him right home. I don't know. Does fly. Alright, come on. You're coming with me. Alright, we put Skella Wingston down in the Hall of Jerks. The Spike here, Spike will fit right in with the cows. Unicorn farting rainbows? Can't say no. This apparently is a guardian tower. There should be spawners and chests in here. We can get some of these mobs to spawn by killing some of the passive mobs out here, but if we can just fight them in here, I think that's what I'd rather do. I'll wait into this place. I'll just go through the floor. Having trouble. There we go. Oh my gosh, that did nothing. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, there's one. Spirit Guardians. The Voliant Heart. That's one of the things we need, I think. And just in case, we ought to take at least one of these spawners with us. This one's for the Spirit Guardian. Alright, and who are you? Another Spirit Guardian. Not the greatest guardians, gotta say. Alright, here's another one. We got, yeah, okay, this one's also Spirit Guardian. There might be a second kind, so I'm trying to be careful. I don't see anything special here. Spirit Protectors. Okay, yeah, these are definitely different. Ow. Go on with you. Alright, let's get rid of this thing. Okay, one Protector, one Guardian spawner. Is there anything? I thought there were chests. Chests are few and far between in Advent of Ascension, and I'll take advantage of them where they exist. Look at this mess. No thank you. Can we get one? Oh, yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can. Let's see. Gold coins, little crystallite. Did we get a sponge? No, we got leaves. Floating stone. Okay. Not complaining about the gold coin. What is this? Is this just glass? I want some. Nice. Oh, what's this? The Guardian Altar. That's probably important. So I do want to mend up all my armor. And probably the easiest way, well, I wouldn't say the easiest way, but a way for us to do that is going to be for us to make ourselves an experience drain singularity tank. And this takes a singularity tank, which is, 32 buckets. 32 bucket tank. It's actually, it's not too bad for what it costs. It's just glass and iron. And I'll turn it into something we can stand on and drain experience into, right? And then we can take that experience back out in the form of, experience balls. And pick that up and have it, mend our gear as it's doing so. All you gotta do, you just stand up here and you can see it draining. Drainy, 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 drain. See how we're doing, like 50 levels is actually a lot. Okay, that's 4,800 experience in there, liquid worth. So we right click on the faucet and it gives it to us as experience in the world, which we can, have our mending armor on and repair. So pretty good. You just make yourself at home. Okay, here we are. So apparently, I don't know if I brought enough. What you gotta do is you gotta connect up these levers with redstone going towards the center. I definitely did not bring enough. Okay, I came back with some more. We're gonna turn them all on. Turn them all on. And that was powered from all four sides. And now what I think we do is we right click with yep. Hello. Where are, oh, they're down here. Now let's see. I want to say that there's like some trick to this. That you can only get them down so far. But, doesn't seem like there is, does there? Like, he's done. This one isn't faring much better. I am glad I took the time to repair my armor, because our armor's actually taking quite a beating. But we're doing just fine. These things only have 750 hit points each. And none of them appear to have any special immunity to our sword. Might as well just get down here in its face. Huh. Well, that's stopping us. Certainly not the Guardians. You can consider... I thought they flew or something. I guess they don't, huh? Alright. Well, fella, sorry to ruin your big day. I just destroyed all your siblings in front of you. If you were going to live through this, I'd happily pay for the therapy bill. So let's see. We got a trophy and an Ebonite staff. Grants additional strength. Do we have to... Like, if I wanted one of the other trophies, should I kill the other one last? Is that how that works? Oh, I'm glad we picked up all the redstone. Well, we're one Voliant one of these things short of going ahead and fighting those things 3 more times. So we should get Voliant Hearts from the mobs out in with the Drigmies. Meantime, I think what we're gonna do is get into Occultism. We're gonna need some andesite, and we're gonna need a couple 3 oak saplings, right? That ought to do it. Now we're gonna need to take our magnet off. Okay, where is it? There it is. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna set some Demon's Dream on fire. Now we're just gonna throw all this andesite in there, and thereby get ourselves some other stone. This stuff isn't dangerous. It doesn't burn things. It just creates a little bit of fire for the crafting mechanic. Now, there are also things called other stone groves, which you can find in the world. You can even use the structure compass. They appear in multiple dimensions. But I'm feeling like a homebody today. Okay. We got ourselves a bunch of unstable overworld saplings. Now, when we plant these, and we are going to plant them, we're not going to plant them in with our friendly neighborhood sylph just yet. They're going to look just like oak saplings. You'll see it has the Occultism ID tag, but if you break it without your third eye activated, all you'll get is an oak sapling, and it's the same for chopping the things down. The first way you have to activate your third eye is by eating this Demon's Dream business. It'll make you nauseous. It's not good for you. You get diminishing returns from it, so you'll want something else quickly. Questline will help you out with that, or at least it should. Okay, yeah. I guess I chose not to put a Dictionary of Spirits in as a reward. That's a strange choice. We're gonna do that. Okay. Should be able to get the manual from somewhere, right? Now this is a great manual. You can learn all about Third Eye, you can learn all about Demon's Dream and Spitfire. Divination we'll get into a little bit later. Now, these, you'll be doing a bunch of what are called rituals, and I've gone ahead and dug ourselves out a little hallway here with which we're going to be able to go ahead and make some rooms to do these rituals in. The first one we're going to want to do, we want stable otherworld saplings. So we're going to get ourselves an otherworld sapling trader. Now, this uses the AVR circle ritual, which looks like this. You can see it's the important thing about it is that it's got a 7-block diameter. We're going to want a little entrance. We're going to want some rooms, so we're going to do 9. Okay, well, 2 of these have grown anyway. Let's see. So we did not see into the other world. We did not. Let's try again. There we go. Now hopefully we'll get otherworld saplings. No, we got oak. We're gonna need to... Oh! see if we can get some stable otherworld saplings. Or just some any kind of otherworld saplings. Okay, we got a few. That's good. Now this wood, we can take our magnet off. There we go. This wood, we can throw that in the spirit fire and get something back out. These ashes. And that's a quest. Okay, I suppose that's fine. We'll need to get a... Oh, we need something here. Now we're gonna have to go downstairs and draw ourselves a circle. And we're gonna do it with chalk. We'll first need to make this impure white chalk. And we're gonna throw our other stone in here and teach our system how to make the burnt stuff. I don't think I have one in here for the ash, and I think that's fine. Okay, we got our impure white chalk. All we do is throw it into a little spirit fire. And now it's just white chalk. Another thing we're gonna need are some occultism candles, and I don't know, doesn't look like it, does it? I was about to say I don't know if we have a recipe in there for them, but sure doesn't look like it, does it? This is what we're looking for. We'll need to teach this thing one of either kind of tallow. Maybe the other kind might be a little better. Darn it. Let's see, what's the recipe for the tallow? Kill animals with the butcher knife. Are we collecting any of these? Okay, well we've got a little bit from quark, not that much. So we're probably gonna have to go out and collect some. We're gonna do that with this guy. There's a butcher knife. Hey, it's a quest. What do we get? A little bit of experience. Wonderful. Now I went ahead and put looting 4 on it. Let's see. We got one piece. We're gonna want a bunch of it. Oh my gosh. That's naturally generating. You don't see those every day. I mean, we have sheep, but I'm taking him home. I haven't seen a naturally occurring pink sheep in a couple of years, I don't think. That's so cool. We actually got a little bit of the quark tallow while we were at it. So we'll just throw all this in the system. We only need 4 candles right now. A real pink sheep. I can't get over that. That may be the rarest thing we actually see in this pack, is a real pink sheep. So let's see, our occultism candle. There we go. We'll need 4 of them. Another thing we're gonna need is a couple sacrificial bowls. We're going to need 5 regular ones. Now we're going to take one of them, and we're going to turn it into a golden sacrificial bowl. Now, strictly speaking, if you move these around from circle to circle, or you're always erasing your circles and making new ones, you can get away with just like 8 of these, maybe 9, and 1 of these. We're going to want them for all the little rooms. I like to keep these set up because you often use them more than once. This one will probably not use that much. We'll put our candles down, and this only uses white chalk. There's 4 different colors of chalk, but this first one only uses these. Very good. Click it all into place here. There it is. We'll probably want to put indestructible on all the chalks. I'm not going to want to keep making them. So what we need to do with this, we are going to need to program in at least one more recipe. We're going to want, first of all, some more Demon's Dream fruit. And we're going to want a whole bunch of, I think, squid ink. It's either squid ink or black dye. I can't remember which. This ought to tell us. Where's the funky ink? Well, we'll find it here, right? Okay, so it's black dye. And we're just going to make half a stack of this stuff. Same deal. Set it on fire. And this time, we've got, no wonder we're having problems. We got our magnet back on. This time it's going to get us, magic ink. Purified ink is what it really is. We seem to have lost one in there. That's okay. Oh, one of these didn't get pitched. There we go. Now we're going to be using this stuff to make fancy books. The first one we're going to need is a book of binding for a foliot. I don't actually know how it's pronounced. I've done that joke quite a few times, so we'll just, going forward, we'll just all understand that I don't know how that's pronounced, and that's the best I can do at coming up for a joke about how I can't pronounce things. We'll just craft it real quick. Now, it starts out unbound. What you have to do, and you have to do this with every book from the mod to make them usable, you have to craft them with your Dictionary of Spirits, and then it'll bind the book to a specific foliot. In this case, Moririd. Now, the actual ritual that we want to do is going to require, let's see, summon beaver, summon otherworld sapling trader. It's going to require one of each of the first 4 vanilla saplings to be introduced to the game in sacrificial bowls, somewhere close by to the circle. I like to put them right inside when there's room. And the bound book that we just made. So we'll just slap these down. And of all rituals, this is definitely the one that you want to do first, because the Demon's Dream, not only is it not completely reliable, it doesn't last very long, it's also very hard on your liver. Now, if you've got a valid ritual, you'll see just a real faint purple particle effect after you put the book in. You want to put the book in last. If you have an invalid ritual, or there's something else you need to do, like kill a mob in the vicinity, which some of the more powerful rituals require, you'll get some black particle effects. This particular ritual doesn't take very long. You'll see the items in the sacrificial bowls disappear one by one. Then we'll hear a whoosh, and then we'll get our little guy. Hello, Maria Red. Now what we want to do is make sure we have our... Where are our saplings? There they are. We want to make sure we have our magnet off. We just throw the saplings down on the ground, and he'll pick them up. Or we can just kind of, I guess put them in his inventory. This essence decay is something you'll see on all but the most powerful of spirits. This is, if it's a spirit in the world and we haven't summoned it into something, like, like into an object or into another being, then eventually it's going to die. When the essence decay reaches 100, our little friend will die, by which I think we really mean go back to wherever we called the poor sucker from. He's very low level, so he's very slow. Don't panic when you see how slow this guy is. The other ones, the bigger ones, a lot faster. And this is really the only trading that you have to do. Now these stable ones, we're just going to plant out here. We're also going to give some of the otherworld wood to our sylph. I think she might give us more. We're going to find out. Hey, do you like this stuff? Where'd you go? Whether they like it isn't a guarantee that they'll dupe it, but it means they at least recognize it as a thing they would enjoy. Yeah, sure enough. That's gonna make our lives simple. Now the next thing we're gonna want are these otherworld goggles. What we're gonna need are infused lenses. And for those we'll need glass lenses, for which we're gonna need a bunch of these spirit-attuned gems. We go through a lot of these, so we might as well just make a stack. They're diamonds through the spirit fire. There they go. Whole stack of them. Here are our glass lenses. Very nice. Now what we're gonna need is come here. We're gonna need Azaveus' spectral compulsion to make these. Let's see what we're in for. Azaveus. Alright. So we're gonna have... This one is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's another 7 diameter, so we'll do another 9 room. And it looks like this room's gonna end up being right here. Hey, the trophy's waterlogged. Let's, there we go. Now for this circle, we are gonna need some fancier chalk. We're gonna need some gold dust, which we'll be able to make, I think. Well, we'll see. I think we can make that. Let's, yeah, it sure seems to think it can make it. Should be done. So, yep, there it is. We'll just throw it in some spirit fire. Like so. There's our yellow chalk. I think we're also, yeah, we're gonna need 2 of those purple crystal jobs. I forget what they're called, but they're 4 of the converted diamonds each. Spirit-attuned crystals. 2 of those, and I think 2 candles. You use the yellow chalk and all the other chalks the same way you use the white chalk. Right click and you get your glyph. It doesn't matter which one it is as long as it's the right color. We'll put these down. And we'll put these down. And we got another golden sacrificial bowl. And I think the ritual that we're going to want to do is 4 bowls again. Now what we need is our lenses, some gold, a little bit of silver. We gotta bind our book, throw it on there, and we're in business. Should be just about done. Now when we wear these things, well, this will give us the lenses. We still gotta make the goggles. There they are. We'll need a lens frame, a little bit of other stone, a little bit of silver, not too bad. Now here are our goggles. Now when we wear these, we'll have a third eye on all the time. It's not like the demon's dream. First of all, there's no nausea. Secondly, you'll need special tools to be able to get otherworld drops from the blocks that you break. Now Azaveus's will require some obsidian dust, which we can make pretty easily. We might already... No, we don't have a recipe for that. Let's go to our friendly neighborhood enriching factory. There we go. Now I guess the next question is endstone dust. Do I have a recipe? I hope so. Endstone dust. Crusher. Wonderful. That's a custom recipe there, folks. You're welcome. Okay, throw it in here. Otherwise, we'd need to summon the Crusher Spirit. Oh, we need other stone. And we'll purify the chalk. Get the rest of the materials together and go draw. Now this one is quite a bit busier. Some of these seem like they're oriented, like diagonally along the block. Some of them seem like they're oriented square. So keep that in mind. It's best just to look at the sample that the manual will give you through common capabilities and have it draw it for you. Count out what the diameter is and give yourself a little bit of space. I give myself a little bit of space because I'm going to be making the walls all fancy. Alright. Djinni Ore's higher binding. We'll be using this quite a bit. And we're just going to run the bowls along there. Now what we're looking to make is a special kind of pickaxe. And we're going to need the pickaxe head. We're going to need a Djinn binding book. So let's go ahead and teach the system how to make those. The only real difference in the books is the kind of dye you use. They all use a book and quill. They all use one purified ink. I think the 4th tier uses 2 different kinds of dyes, but that's about as complex as that gets. The Djinn are the 2nd tier spirit. They do more powerful things. We will be binding several of them into items like this pick. And this ritual uses 5 items. We're going to need this. We're going to need a couple of sticks. It's like the one thing I never have on me anymore is sticks. And 2 silver. This will allow us to harvest, specifically, an ore that we're looking for in the nether. Throw it on there. Recognizes the recipe is valid. It's just fine with these lined up over here like this. And I'll poof away, then we're going to get our pick. Should be just, oh, there it is. Let's go enchant it up. Now what we're going to be looking for is, that's the debug wand we want this. What we're going to be looking for is something called Djinni Ore. And we just completed a couple of, some other stone. A little bit of experience. Little bit of experience. Okay. Now we're going to need to go to the nether. If we use this out here, I think sneak right click. No reason to reenact with this block. Okay. I think you can use it to find other stone in the overworld. But it's in the nether where it really shines. So he's now attuned to Djinni Ore. What you do is you let the nether lag for just a second. There we go. And then you kind of like hold down right click, do a little thing, and you'll probably see the ghost image of a block. Now you gotta be careful with this stuff. You can only mine it. Oh snap! Well, that's okay. We got that fireproofing. What do we call it? Spellstone. We got a spellstone on. I am not wearing. I think we just may have demonstrated something very valuable. I think this thing's gone. Yep. We turned it into netherrack. That's what happens if you're not careful. You gotta have third eye, and you gotta know where the thing is. And you've gotta have the right tool. So we'll just blast our way in here. Oh, we've got our we got our jetpack on. We're stuck in a little hole. Let's see if we can get a look at it here. Yeah, there it is. Now we'll just get netherrack if we break this with our sapphire pick. We break it with this thing, we get the easnium. It's pretty rare. It can spawn in blobs of up 1 to 2. So you should probably just go ahead and... Oh, there's another one right down there. Every time you mine one, just go ahead and use the divining stick again. You may see one right next to where you are. It's very much worth it. I'm gonna get some more of this stuff. Okay, we got 15. Now we can take this stuff and process it just like it's anything else. So with this setup, we can triple our yields. Now our easnium is processing. Actually, I think it's probably done. But we also got ourselves another iron bee gene sample. And here's the egg. We're gonna make ourselves a cobalt bee, because we're still using that hammer, and it'll come in handy. What we need to do is we need to melt down 8 cobalt ingots, and I think we're gonna need the spawn egg right here in the casting table where you'd normally put the casts. Let's get rid of this thing. Shouldn't take long. Then we just pour it right over. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Now it'll do its little thing. And we will get ourselves a cobalt bee spawn egg. Now the cobalt bee, it wants a block of cobalt. And we're gonna take it right out here. There we are. And there you are. And this guy will definitely help us out. There are quite a few casting table recipes for bees. We'll never find them like that. I'm not looking through 896 pages of recipes. Maybe if we just look at the iron bee spawn egg. Come on, the iron bee spawn egg. What do we do? Okay, here we go. Okay, so we can make a night slime bee also. And pig iron, and we can make slime steel. All very cool. I wonder how we make... Because I think there are bees for some of the more interesting Tinker's metals. Let's see if we can find them. Okay, we got hepatizin and we got manulian. I don't know if we actually have bees for that. Man W? Man Y? Okay. Okay, so we'll get it with cobalt and an ancient bee, which I'm not sure we have yet. We're gonna have to make an ancient bee. Okay, so diamond and gold. Now we are definitely making an ancient bee. I don't know what we might need netherite for, but we might need it for something. And then we're gonna let this breeding timer reset. We're gonna make another one. Now we don't have quite enough, what do you say? Quite enough ancient debris to get ourselves a block of netherite, which that boy's gonna need to... Actually, we're gonna have to have several of them, because we're gonna need the, what am I trying to say? I have no idea what I'm trying to say. We're gonna need the, I forget. The DNA. We're gonna probably take the dragon bees out and fill that room full of ancient bees. Okay, we're gonna stop this now that we have some ancient debris and now that we have some cobalt. We got plenty of enderstone. We're going to go into the config. We're going to delete this one. We're going to do item stack. And we're going to do another one for cobalt. And then we're going to go back, and now we're going to start. And it's just going to give us cobalt and ancient debris. Okay, well, we'll never need cobalt again. But we've got enough ancient debris. Now, your best option with this stuff is to run it through a crusher. You'll get 3 dirty netherite scrap, which you can then run through an enrichment chamber and get 1 netherite scrap. Anyway, back to occultism. The point of this exercise today is to avail ourselves of the services of the ore miner Djinn. We'll be using Djinni ores for it. We're going to need an empty magic lamp, which is silver and easnium. We are also going to need a block of easnium and an easnium pick. So I think 14 all told. 14 easnium, that is. Plenty of gold ore just lying around down here. So we'll take the gold ore, we'll take the block, we'll take the pick, and the crystal, and the lamp. And we'll need our binding book. This will summon the genie into the lamp. This isn't the only thing we need. We're also going to need one of these dimensional mine shafts, which is another Djinni Ore's recipe. We are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to need 2 more sacrificial bowls here. So we'll put those down. And then once this is done, we'll go ahead and make that. All right. Summon the genie into the lamp. We got another block of easnium. Spirit attuned crystal. We got the gold. 4 other stone. And we're going to need to bind the book to a particular gem. Alright. Now this one takes a while, but like I said before, don't panic. As long as you see these purple particle effects, everything is going just fine. Should be just about done. Now, it's not going to get us the ores from the Advent of Ascension dimensions. That's fine. It is going to get us ores from the overworld and the nether, and I think we can use it to get more easnium. Not sure about that. I've mostly been playing newer versions of the game, and there's 2 more levels of Ore Miner. You get even the Marid, which you get all kinds of stuff from. Oh, it's being uncooperative. Okay. Well, just make sure we can get... Now, see, this says it can do it. Whoops. Why would you be uncooperative? Why? Fortunately, we have a couple rounds of indestructible that we can take off of our enchantment library. And hopefully that'll work. I don't know what's going on with the Steles. It worked fine before. Awesome. Now we're going to set them up right here. Gonna put an item pipe down. We're gonna pop the mine shaft right on top of it. And we are going to, where is our wrench? We're gonna set it to extract, and we're gonna put a pretty fancy pipe upgrade in it. So it's capable of transferring 32 items every 5 ticks. Now, ordinarily, it's not super fast. Like, every time this thing gets to the end, it would use a point of durability if we didn't have indestructible on it. And it'll give us an ore. We got iron. Isn't that nice? Well, we could take our time in the bottle. Jack it up to 128. Look at it go. Look at it go. Alright, I jacked it up all the way. I think maybe Easnium is a higher tier ore miner thing that we might not be able to get, but I couldn't remember. Figured it was worth a shot. And anyway, it'll be lovely to have, just in case we need the ores for anything. You never know. And we'll get a trickle of other stone. That's always nice. Now we'll get pure uncut netherite scrap from those bees. It's pretty fancy. And finally, got another 3 Voliant hearts. We're gonna come out here and collect the other 3 trophies. Okay, we're on the last round of the last one. This will have all 4 trophies. Very nice. We also got this like pretty cool looking gun. We got this staff, which will give us some damage resistance. And then there's this thing, which is fully automatic. And it sets targets on fire, so that sounds good. Now these guys are a little bit special, so we're gonna give them a little special display here. They're our first real tier 2 bosses. Very nice. And I think that's gonna about do it for this time, folks. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.